What the fuck is up, party people? My name is Mystery, and welcome back to another episode of the FBL Podcast. And today I am once again not joined by my co-host Nick because he is horrible at commitments, but I am instead joined by the D1 leader, undefeated, the only one left, Harris.
Yeah, what's going on?
And then we are returned by a returning guest, Brady. Say hello.
What's going on, everyone? Happy to be back.
Yeah, didn't want to have a repeat this early, but Brady's a big fan of all the content we make. Plus, everyone was busy, so yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. So before we get into everything in D1, we are gonna start in D2 because I'm stupid and forgot one of the games, Blue versus Tay, and so we're gonna hop into that one real quick before we do everything else because we got to give them their time to shine. This was also, I think, like game of the week or whatever for the pick'ems. So
I think so.
So it's pretty embarrassing one to skip, but yeah.
This game was pretty interesting for D2. All I recall is, as usual, Diancie picks up a lot of kills and like slew.
This Diancie dude has been fucking insane. That's like 15 kills.
I wanted to draft that so much.
Yeah, this is who you wanted. That's right. And
I hate it here.
Although to be fair, it was probably inevitable. It was going to put in a lot of work when your steel type is, a Kartana.
No,
right.
Especially in this matchup, it definitely makes sense why I went in. I'm just saying in general, like it's been so crazy this season. Like it's just really, really good.
It was just his evil move last year. Is weak to its understanding. So yeah, it was going to be pretty crazy. And here's the counter.
Also, and the counter slew. I'm like, bro, are you fucking kidding me?
I know a thing or two about that. Counter.
That's true. And then he was grass knot. I was hoping he was going to be a smart strike. Chris ran that in NCL for Omega Diancie.
That's interesting.
But then he kind of just like lets the Raikou do. I guess it makes sense because he was Life Orb, so I guess that's not the worst play in the world. I'm shocked he didn't go Zard here, but then catches him with the Shockwave. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then he was Chardy, but he still dies. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Exactly. I don't know why this Togekiss was your Kabutop's answer, but go on.
You do you. And then it was Bullet Punch. It did fucking nothing. I'm going to be like, how did that do so little? I know it was Intimidate, not Technician, but 51, it was 4 times effective. Like, come on, bro.
And that may have been a range. Who knows? I don't know the Reds. But...
And that was the whole game.
my God.
Pretty solid back and forth. But yeah, Diancie was just way too much for Mono Steel Kartana. You're just not going to win that game. You got to be like me. When you draft Mega Diancie, you got to draft Kartana Bisharp as your 2 steel types. You already know what I'm saying.
With it, not against it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, let's hop back over to D1. So let's start with. I'm gonna choose. Who did Nintega play this week? It was great, that's right.
Oh no!
This will forever be known as the Volbeat game. All right,
Volbeat.
Harris, I want your opinion. What did you think about this game? All right, because I thought Nintega should have won.
This Volbeat had no right to do as much as it did in this game. It should have been dead 50 turns earlier, but Will just he just decided to have an aneurysm mid game and just never want this Volbeat to do work or something. Because this Necrozma never did anything until the late game. It should have just won, straight up, but it didn't. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. And apparently, Will said he calced the wrong Necrozma because the calc always defaults to special and Photon Geyser.
It does, yeah.
Physical. Mm-hmm. So that's a little unfortunate, but still, I thought this Necrozma should have done way more than it did. This Volbeat should have done absolutely nothing. And then there's a Zero Ore, couldn't touch the Magnezone for some reason.
Yeah, why did he bring no close combat, no Blaze Kick? I'm like, come on, bro.
Coverage.
Yeah, that was so frustrating, dude. I'm like, because he definitely could have done stuff here.
Really embarrassing to see a Zero Ore Magnezone when usually it's vice versa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's also shocking this Greninja really didn't do much in Surf Plus.
Dude, I thought Gren just ate his ass. I'm like, wait a minute.
White literally hits the entire team. So
Volbeat, there it is.
Oh, it's in. That's right. And he was this is the first thing Volbeat does is he gets in, he encores. You see me in chat, I'm going crazy. I'm like, it's time. And then he lets Nidoqueen die. I thought that was kind of Also, I thought that might have been Shuriken. I had this thought for a second, like, what if he's Water Shuriken and just kills this Lopunny right now? Because I thought then the game's over for sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he just won straight up.
Yeah.
Like, I really am like finding uses this because he has like aromatherapy. Volbeat is checking this Magnezone for whatever reason.
It is
like
kind of insane how much work the Volbeat put in. Like, it legitimately was like a plus member of the team.
Yeah. Why do you turn? Surf was free.
Yeah, Surf was pretty free. Because like this wasn't Scarf Ments, right? It was. Was it?
No, actually.
We don't know that for sure though.
Okay. I suppose he doesn't know for sure, so he doesn't want to surf.
I mean, we're gonna find out right now. Okay, it wasn't. So yeah, he literally just could have killed it and been good.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's toxic Ments.
Oh, that's right. It was
Probably
Rose.
means
That's
that it's
right. Yeah,
unlikely.
it definitely was not. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, he kills it with I don't know. I'm thinking Will there predicted like him to overpredict. But I don't get why you just let your Salamence die. I guess it's not great for the rest of the team.
I guess in his defense, he really didn't have that great of a grind switching, but just go Magnezone and at least force some life on or stuff like that.
Yeah, you're especially because it's at full right now. It's not going to take like a ton. Magnezone's pretty bulky, like naturally bulky at least.
That was the thing I was gonna say earlier. Just like you like talking about like the over predictions and stuff. Like there were like a ton of reads this game that I thought were like kind of pivotal. Like I don't know like exactly, but I know there were like a ton of switching out. So that was kind of interesting. Typical of D1 though.
I think. Oh, also I definitely would have forgot this too. I didn't. The only thing that Aroma Veil is good for. But I'm gonna be honest. I think Nintega showed something that I've been saying for a long time is that Will's extremely reliant on setup. Like it's part of who he is. He loves to set up, but Volbeat took advantage of that, and I just think that's something Will needs to look at because he had no business losing this game.
Will has like
miss was not great.
It's a bunch of very cool setup sweepers, but like if they don't make progress, it's like pretty hard for them to do so.
Yeah.
He also has a lot of setup sweepers that like need like the right sets to do stuff, and I don't know. Sometimes he just brings some sets that are good, some that aren't so good, but I guess just Necrozma, it did something this game.
I mean,
almost lost to a whole beat, but like
almost lost to a full beat.
Yeah, that's never something you want on your resumes. Almost lost a Volbeat, bro. But then he kept bringing this shit in. I'm like, one of these times he's gonna figure out it cannot touch him, and he's just gonna sub.
Right.
And
I was wondering why he wasn't clicking close combat.
I thought the game was over here. I'm like, he's gonna have to sack him on just to break the sub, and then he picked this. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, I don't know how the fuck he's gonna. But then he body pressed. He gave him a chance. He U-turned. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? This game was just so weird.
I don't know.
Also, no Rocky Helmet brought on the entire team for the Lopunny. So frustrating because that shit should have died earlier.
Was it Slow King not Rocky Helmet or
no?
Or
it was leftovers, and then so was the Romatee. So I'm like, you got to bring Rocky on like one of those.
And Orlando was fire, so I'm like really confused on how this Lopunny like did not win the game or kill like 5 months.
Yeah. Also, why not DD there if you're Necrozma? What did you lose?
I don't know. I guess he feared the Volbeat.
Yeah, I guess if Volbeat if he goes hard Volbeat, you lose.
Yeah. I guess the biggest question here is like Will thought he lost, and then randomly clicked Photon Geyser, even though he said the cat lied to him,
and then
it died. So like,
yeah, and then ensues chat. What was that, Brady?
Wait, can you go back to that like previous turn? Like you clicked the second U-turn. Did he like low roll that one?
Yes.
Because like he clicked.
The first one low rolled, or no, it was this one. This one low rolled. It had he got this. The second one was mineral. The second U-turn was mineral, and this one was low roll. It did like 35 max.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
For a second, I was pretty sure when I was watching this game, I was pretty sure the last move was Photon Geyser, but I was confused because Will wasn't clicking it. But like,
he wasn't clicking.
This was such a weird set. Like I saw DD Heatwave X Scissor. I'm like, why is he Heatwave? I just realized the thing wasn't. Nintega didn't bring Ferrothorn. I'm like, oh wow, which again seems shocking versus U-turn Lopunny.
Yeah. in Will's defense, he does have a fair. Nintendo does have a fair return, like you said, but Magnezone can quite literally trap it unless you break Shed Shell. But I think that's not a problem because a lot of your team gets fire.
Yeah, but it can't run HP Fire, so you just run like Body Press. I feel like you.
Yeah,
can,
exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know. This game was just something else.
It definitely was something else. It really upset that Will found a way to win this game because I felt this was one that like Will found out he's 3-2 now, right? And realistically he should have lost to Nintega, and then Nick game he probably loses if Como clicks CC or fighting move in general on the low punny. So there's a real chance he's 4-1 and his one win is Nova, who's kind of struggling. So
well, while we're on the topic of Will, how do we feel about his new transactions now that you're on his page?
I don't think it does anything for him. I'm gonna be out like.
I don't know what Thwacky plus Miss Drevis was supposed to add to this team. Like,
look, I love Miss Drevis, but what is that? What does that help with? Like, what?
I don't know. I wish he got rid of the Mime Galar. It's doing nothing for this team.
Yeah, he has Necrozma. Like he literally that game versus you, he could have just brought on Necrozma, like that Calm Mindset, and it would have done so much better. But instead, he brought the Mime. I know Mime is his boy, but just go get a better Pokemon. It's not hard.
He picked up Lefty, which I guess is a better Pokemon than Wigglytuff, but not by much.
not by a ton. I mean, it gives him more hazard game because he was pretty forced. If he wanted to run offense in Necrozma or set up like he always does, Nidoqueen was forced to bring hazards if he wanted any at all. So then I guess Klefki gives him spikes.
Yeah, I guess spikes plus like Lopunny's that's like a tried and true traditional pairing, and you have enough knockoff to make it work with Necrozma and Cineroar and sadly Thwacky, but I don't know about Klefki in this team. I generally just don't like them on, especially in Gen 8.
I don't think it's very good. Yeah, I was gonna say in Gen 8, I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, it's just kind of mid to borderline bad to me, but
I'm still disappointed he has no Pursuiters on a team with Mega Lopunny because I feel like getting rid of bulky Psychics helps. Even with U-turn on low, it's nice to get rid of shit like that. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, Virizion, it's not like it was much better.
No, definitely not.
Virizion, but I mean, Thwacky is at least is somewhat viable as a grass, but it's still not.
It's not great.
It's just pretty okay. It still has access to BG. Stuff like that.
You said, it gets knock, right? It's
yeah, it gets knock and U-turn stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cool. Maybe it comes to a game that someone's really grass weak.
He can run maybe grassy seeds with grass week. So
yeah. Is there who? I guess who would that even be though?
I don't know.
Is it me? Is it me? I mean, I'm not. No, definitely not. I have the Aggron. There's no fucking way. And the Arcanine. Is it Theo? Maybe it's Theo. I doubt it.
The funny part is Klefki actually looks worse versus a lot of these matchups than the Wigglytuff.
I don't. Yeah, bro. He dropped the Wigglytuff. Yo, Dragapult, it's time. All right.
And
yeah. Not a great transaction, but yeah, we can move on. Do we want to talk about the Carboni game? Also, there's no replay.
I'll just give
great highlights from that game. I'll just say that right now. Great highlights.
I'll just give a quick summary of that game. So Carboni brought 2 mons that were illegal, and yeah, the game just kind of stopped.
So he, we talked about in the last episode, he dropped Lycanroc, the Cloyster, and the Drapion for. Oh boy, it was.
I can check.
That's Alolan version and something else.
Yeah, it was Ditto, Pex, and Alolan version. And so, I built for that team. He brought the Cloyster and the Drapion versus me. And I'm like, yo, you brought an illegal team. He just hits me with the good luck, have fun. I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean good luck, have fun?
What's happening?
He didn't realize till 5 turns later.
Yeah, because he has chat muted during the game, which is fair. I get it. But, you have to. I had to DM him in Discord. I'm like, dude, you need to go read the chat right now because he just was playing the game like normal. I'm like, you're fucking yourself over right now. And he continued then after that, even after knowing, he continued clicking buttons. So at that point, I just got the 5-0 win for it, forfeit win.
Yeah.
I will say that like Weavile absolutely fucked over like his entire team. So like I still think I win that game. I really do. I know it was way too early to say anything, but
It's a Weavile.
Weavile really, really fucked up his team. So I'll just leave it at that. You know, obviously I can't say for sure, but you know, I'll consider it a dub in my book, and you know, fuck Carboni because he fucked me over last season. So yeah, I could just keep going. Oh, we could do the Theo James game. This was pretty solid.
Yeah, so I helped like James like this week, not like as in depth as I usually am.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot my fault, but I did help him a tad. So I thought he had like a pretty decent matchup versus Theo, especially because Theo for some reason decided to not bring a single Coco check, but I don't know why. Like,
oh, dude, I saw that. Like when I got out of the shower, I'm like, wait, why does this whole team get 6? I did not help Theo build because you know, these two are my boys.
yeah,
you know,
I don't know where the
Mud
Killers superior was at. Like, at least Mudsio, because Superior's matchup is kind of bad.
Oh,
but
no, Serp's matchup was pretty awful here. There's a Scizor, a Moltres, a lot. I mean, Latias isn't like a counter,
Yeah.
but also
There's just that coverage.
no
Yeah.
no Rotom switching besides the Latias, and he just refuses to go to it over and over again.
Yeah. So a cool set that I actually helped games a little bit with is I actually made this Assault Vest Manchop to check like Volcarona and be like a soft
Assault
check
Vest.
to defensive Rotom and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
it was pretty cool. You know, it can take Volt Switches and stuff like that and be cool. Unfortunately, it didn't get regen from Galar-Weezing because that ability's stupid.
Yeah, I didn't
And-
know. I didn't know that stops regen. I thought it was like when you come back in. So I was kind of confused, like rewatching this replay. Because like I joined
just
halfway through, I'm
something-
like so confused.
Yeah, something I just didn't think about it. That's okay. And Rotom Wash just ended up putting a lot versus James. Because, I mean, James didn't really have many checks to it to begin with, I guess. And then he lets his Milotic take, like, a lot. So, but he burns the Glade, so...
Yeah, first
you know,
try. I just want to say that, yeah,
Nice
James
burn.
got like every kind of break he needed this game. Like, to be honest, like he kept getting, you know, burns, or what was it? He crit he first turn paralyzed the Bronzong. Like, there wasn't a ton of hacks, but it was very much in James' favor the entire game. And I don't know, I'm shocked that he lost this game, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. I was, like, positive. Just off of that. I was sure that Coco was just going to literally put Thunderbolt, like, 6 times and win, but that didn't happen, so... And then he went Moltres when Scizor, like, walls Haxorus and stuff like that, too. It's, I don't know, weird game.
Oh, and then here, so why does he switch out? Like, he hits himself in confusion. At this point, I'm just clicking Flamethrower. It's toxic. I'm literally just going to spam Flamethrower over and over again. It's toxic.
He hit
What is-
Hurricane twice. What?
But then he switches out to Coco. What the fuck was that? And then he's forced to let it die because it's going to die in rocks anyway. So, and he didn't bring a single defogger. Again. I know defog isn't as important in Gen 8, but it's still important when you have like Mega Scizor. I don't know, mons that are still hit by rocks. So,
Yeah, so at this point, the Latias would have been looking really pretty good if it wasn't paralyzed, because the Bronzong's dead. That's just good prep on Theo's part and stuff like that. But as of right now, it's looking pretty difficult for Gallade to not win the game, basically. And then he doesn't roost with his Scizor, so I think that just kind of secures it, while he should have, at least.
yeah, and this
So it just
Weezing
takes
gets
the
the
game.
aromatherapy off. He does dodge the one Hurricane, but like, he never
Yeah.
gets a
I don't
poison
know why I
sludge
didn't
bomb.
pick- I don't know why I didn't Flamethrower, because, you know, Rotom is just Hurricane too, so it's not like... And it wasn't dying, so...
But bro,
You
this
know,
Rotom put in the fucking finest. He really did. Like,
Yeah. I was, like, pretty certain the game was going to be over, unless... I don't know. Well, it was over when he sacked me on show, but...
mhm. I mean, it was
it
pretty much over at that point anyway. I don't
Yeah, it was,
think there's
just,
a whole lot.
it was over anyway.
Yeah, I was over at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, then Rotom just cleans up the game. Like I said, you know, these
Yeah,
two are
just comes
my
in.
good friends as the Wolfpack right here, so I didn't help either of them, but I'm happy Theo's continuing. I mean, he's 4-1. Like, as much shit as we've given him because he's gotten very lucky, he did get extremely unlucky week 1. He could be anywhere from 1-4 to 4-1. I'm just, you know, I'm happy he's doing well. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that's a huge range.
Yeah, even though there are some games where he usually, especially the Carboni game, where he think he won. Like, we're not going to talk about that.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
Do we want to go to? Oh, God! This is the Zarude game. This is like the weirdest Jamal game I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen him lose in this type of fashion, where it just like Mon sets up in front of him and he just loses. It's weird.
I guess looking at preview, to be fair, it was like going to be really tough to beat Zarude.
Oh, I don't disagree.
Because like the Dark Resist at like team matchup we're just Comfy and Zorak, and that's about it. So it was going to be pretty annoying overall.
I also think just his speed tiers being really rough, like all hovering around 100 to 105, really fucked him over this game, because without Zorwark, he had nothing on outsped, and no Comfey meant no Draining Kiss to stop a sweep. So yeah, this was I think really rough matchup.
The thing with Comfey too is it really wasn't doing that much damage to Zarude as well. It just Draining Kiss doesn't even like KO it or anything like that.
He does what, 35, 40?
I actually don't know the count off the top of my head.
Okay. He actually gets 3 hits here, right? Yeah, that's right. He does. I'm like, wow, shocker. Skill shot actually hits the amount of times you need it to. Crazy.
Zarude in.
But then he misses the Metal Sound. I'm like, bruh, come on.
The Metal Sound was like a pretty cool idea that I had. It's actually Metal Sound spray to like help versus Clefable.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
A little bit. It was like a really cool set that I thought could do some work versus this team. You know,
it's like people hating Hurricanes.
It gets confused by Hurricane again.
Why did Robert? You just said wow in chat. Like, okay. At this point I still thought, I'm like, he's gonna have to sack him on here, but it was Toxic Protect fucking Jirachi. I'm like, oh come on.
Right.
And then doesn't he get the double? Yeah, he gets the double.
Yeah, he unfortunately gets the double.
Nice.
It would have been really bad. It would have been really good if he didn't get the double, because I guess then the Zapdos wouldn't have been forced to switch out.
Don't you T-bolt there and then roost on the Protect, like, because he clicks Wish that turn?
See, I arguably thought it maybe an endgame was possible where Zapdos could like weaken Jirachi, and then maybe you can go like Garchomp and Metacham, and then stop the Zarude from setting up to win. But I'm not sure. That's just theory mining.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to tell.
And then, do you know what this Registeel was? Because I was shocked that he was no body press right here.
You would think it's body press.
Pretty sure I know what it is. Let me see. Let's see. I actually don't remember what this is.
Oh my god, Bokup Zarude just going in. I didn't see this match before, but my god.
This is your boy.
Yes.
I don't remember what this was.
Oh, what's it called? Dada Zarude.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter where it's like Dada or like
no, it's
Zarude.
It's the same thing. It just one has the
it's
purple game.
I just thought Zarude was pretty beat.
No, Zarude is super tough for Jamal. I mean, really not a whole lot he can do. But I mean, hey, good win for Robert. I mean, honestly, that was played pretty well. Other than like he gets the double protect and the shit with Clef. So yeah.
Makeup. I don't want to say makeup for fumbling versus James, but you know, I guess you got a dub.
Oh, and then I think this is our last. Oh no, we have the Harris versus Nick game. Then that'll be the last one. So we have Nova versus Kyle.
It's called This is called the whole chat goes insane over Berserk Gene game.
Oh, that's right. Berserk Gene.
I don't understand why he clicked T-Wave on the fucking Garchomp. I know he predicted it to switch out, but like, why? There's no fucking point.
He said what if he said like his justification for T-Waving is what if my Togekiss wasn't offensive, which that doesn't even kill Megachomp unless it's specs. Like, So yeah.
Bro, but this fucking Vika will put in the finest.
Yeah, this is just a bunch of positioning for Aegislash to get the win. So, and that's what it eventually does. It just gets the win because he gets a +2.
Berserk Gene in.
After Berserk Gene, he then will set up an Autotomize, and then the game just ends. So.
See, I get what Berserk Gene, the point of it is. don't you just go weakness policy at that? If you're bringing reflect, why not just go weakness policy? It feels like a little bit of maybe like he could have saved that for somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something
I want to point out to Nova. Please learn that you don't always have to Mega Evolve your Gyarados turn.
Like, oh my god, I know.
So many times, like I've seen so many games where that's messed you up. But
he Mega in front of the body pressing Ferrothorn like last week, and it's like why?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the game just also ends to Agility Zapdos.
Doesn't the shit live?
Yeah, it lives. So of not calcing. As for weakness policy, I don't know if you could have triggered it as easily this game compared to Berserk Gene. I guess the merit in this game is it took less for knockoff from past behind screens while getting a +2. So that was pretty cool.
No, but, and it definitely worked. I'm not like saying it was a bad set. I just felt like if you bring in screens, like you could probably save that for somebody else. But that's maybe just nitpicking. Maybe he already showed it to me, so now I don't have to worry about it. Pog.
Yeah, this is the week where everyone comes out. Yeah, we can run items like Berserk Gene or Gems and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay.
So yeah, we only have the one game left.
I'm surprised that's even legal. So. I'm surprised Berserk Gene's even legal.
I mean, they allow. Yeah, this league allows every item besides fucking Z crystals and what is it? Is that it?
No, because like I read that gems are legal too, or is it just the normal?
Yeah, no, gems are legal. I don't know like why every league bans them. I don't think gems are that crazy.
Yeah. Well, so my game.
So going into this, what did you see, Harris? Like, just what were you worried about? That kind of stuff.
All right. Well, first off, shout out to the dual slow bros. They've been carrying. So yeah, this matchup was one I wasn't like really looking forward to prep to. It was mostly before the transactions because I thought toxicity was a bit of a bigger threat to me. But after the transactions, I felt a little more comfortable. This game, I can actually show you my team if I want. Let me actually find it because hold up. So let me DM it to you on Discord really quickly. So yeah.
I can't really pull it up because I'm in I only have one.
You sharing your screen.
Yeah.
Right.
But
okay.
If you just want to I could start just playing the game now. I'll leave it on normal and you can talk about whatever.
Yeah. So the sets weren't anything too out of the water, except one set that I brought. So my Stunfisk is actually a stat berry with T-Wave. So, and it was more likely designed to, if the anti-Earth powers me into, which I always live to, I would always be in Custap range, and I get off an Earth power to weaken it for my team, possibly in range of Sucker Punch, Mawile, Hydreigon's Dark Pulse, Horns Attack, stuff like that. And the rest of my team was pretty standard. I was pretty afraid of this Corviknight sweeping me, but then I just kill it. So from there, I was just only afraid of DNT and Victini and winning the game.
I'm really shocked he didn't go Akka.
Yeah, I was thinking it was actually gonna be like Connor or something like that.
You kind of cut out.
If it was Akka, I was gonna be I was pretty fine because I think my Stunfisk kind of just took hit from it and could have T-Waved it or discharged it.
Was it Power Trip last move?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Okay.
I don't remember if he said so.
Scary.
But yeah, I also found the trick turn one that was a little weird, but it actually ended up being a little annoying. So stuff like that. This Umbreon set was by far the weirdest thing I've ever encountered.
Yeah, what the fuck was this?
Zap Cannon. Oh wait.
He gave no fucks.
I don't know what this was for. I was trying to Future Sight and then teleport into Mawile just to guarantee my kills, but Slowbro never decided to break out of Paris, so I had to teleport out, get in my Mawile, and start doing stuff, which I'm just okay, cool. Try to kill this Umbreon, misplay rough. So.
I get that.
That's what's crazy is he definitely got the better side of the hacks in this game, and you still 6-0'd him. I was like, Jesus Christ, that's what's scary about it. I'm like, I don't know.
All right, go Big Fisk, and then he finally got the Yancy, and it dies Flash Cannon. So at this point, I'm thinking,
does a regular die to Flash Cannon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
Oh, for sure.
So I was thinking at this point I won the game. I just it was Subcharge Beam, which does literally 0 to my second game. So I'm feeling pretty good, even if he gets the boost. And I just get a crit poison. And
yeah, that's tough.
At that point.
I will say, yeah. So that's some hacks you got, but I mean, it still was doing probably 4. Just
That squad.
Like, my team wasn't the most interesting thing. It was like Assault Vest, Slow King, Blackthorn, Assault Vest, Slow King, Grass Knight at that, like last week.
Heat.
But as Depth Memphis, like I said, Vortex, Mawile, and then Future Set Teleport. It was just like a pretty standard team that I thought that did well versus Nick.
Mhm.
And I think from here, Mawile just kills every mon.
Foul play,
Damn
Moonlight,
straight.
Zap Cannon, Yawn. What a weird
Nice.
set.
So, yeah, pretty interesting.
But yeah, Mawile just cleans up the game.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, another
Not
6-0,
sure.
another week. You're playing James next week. Anything? I mean, obviously, you don't want to reveal any of your plans, but how you
Right.
feeling about that?
Well, I'm actually playing. Well, I was going to play Carboni, but I'm playing a Young this week, so that's.
Oh shit! I was looking at Nick's thing. Oh wow, yeah, no, that's my bad.
Yeah,
Okay. Where is? Did they? Oh, here. So it still says Carboni. Okay, but
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. You were saying before this that there's just stuff that you don't like about this team now that he has, like against your team.
Yeah, there's a lot of mons that I'm like really looking forward to playing again. Or playing at all because like Heracross, Rillaboom, Manaphy, not the Pokemon you want to see versus a Fantasy. So.
Yeah, it'll be
And I would
interesting. I
imagine.
wonder if Eon can do something. I at least think he could push you for sure. Like, I don't think he's
Yeah.
already talking, oh, I'm
This
going to
is
get
definitely
6-0.
gonna be an
I don't know. We'll see.
It's a matchup that won't be easy. Like Drapion, it's like the one like hard counter to slow king in the game because it can actually pursue it. So
Yeah, finally.
Yeah.
So you have to play a Pursuiter. Fucking finally. God.
yeah,
I was about to say, like, I haven't seen a lot of pursuiters like in this
No,
league, despite it being legal.
No, and maybe it's just a circumstance where he hasn't, Harris hasn't played a ton of Pursuiters, but it's something frustrating to me is that, you're playing regen. Fucking pursuit somebody once in a while. They're all weak to dark. Fucking please. Yeah. So
Some people still, bro. I guess they'll still risk their running legacy because pursuit's a thing, but it's actually a pretty nice score if you can pull it off.
no,
So,
I mean they definitely make sense. I mean, like, they're both weak to dark, but other than that, they're pretty cool. Like, and you surrounded them with Cobalion, Mawile, and Hydreigon. That's pretty fucking solid. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also something funny is I actually played Pursuit back to back because I think I played T-Tar with Nova the week after
Great.
this one.
great. Awesome. I hope someone could take advantage of it. Anyway, has there been any other transactions besides Eon joining our league, and like making this?
I don't think so because we already talked about Wells and then probably I dropped the league.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we can move on to D2. Actual
My
D2 this
division.
time. Yes, sir. But we're going to start with my boy Chris. My boy Chris. He started 0-3. He should have been like 2-1. If a few things go his way, he's 2-1. And he didn't give up. He beat, who was it last week? It was Paul.
I can check.
And
Yes.
then this week, he's definitely I would say the underdog to Tay. And I think he played really well.
Mhm.
The Altaria stuff in the beginning was kind of weird. Not this, like, this was fun. Sub-cart, by the way. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I think he had fire coverage.
Yeah, but then...
Like I'm just gonna say it. Chris has played like the wackiest Altaria I've seen all.
No, I agree.
Like I do not understand how this man has played it at all.
Like last week, he DD'd and returned in regular form to hit the Crobat harder. Come the fuck on.
Exactly. It just ended up amounting to nothing. And then I don't know.
I
This
think he's been
Altaria-
really creative with the Victini. I'm shocked he left it in. Maybe he thought it would live because he was already
Yeah, I don't
knocked
know
off.
why he let it die when you have 100 Zapdos, but
He definitely
Yeah.
must have just thought it was like gonna live because of already being knocked. It had to be that. But by the way, 65% to a Swampert with Earthquake. I'm like, Jesus fuck. He DDs
Yeah.
again. Gets the
Yeah,
kill.
don't remind me.
No, that's all put in work though. I won't lie. This is definitely the best he's
Yeah.
played it all season.
yeah, this is the one week God actually did something because like
Draining
actually,
Kistogekiss, I've never seen. I didn't even know it got that. I've never seen that before.
previous week, Chris has been,
And then Nihilego just ends it. That's the
but
whole game.
this game was pretty straightforward for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't
will
know why
say
he passed like clean, but I guess that maybe his only coverage. So
I guess
I
it
will say
because if
this.
if he goes hard cart, you didn't he didn't outspeed.
So yeah, pretty straightforward game. Nihilego looks like it was always going to win in the end game.
Mm-hmm. He just needed
yeah.
just needed the speed boost to get past Cart, and then
Yeah.
Probably kill Seismitoad, and that'd be it.
I think the
I
only
will say
arguable
that-
thing he could have done better. Sorry for interrupting you, Brady, but
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
the
you're good. No.
arguable thing he could have done better was maybe he could have like played a little better to where he won like maybe 4-0 or 5-0 instead of 3-0, but that's about it. Like,
No, and I would probably agree that preserving a little bit, but at this point for Chris, I think he's more or less like, I just need to get wins. I don't care how
He
it
needs wins
happens.
for sure.
yeah. And play your Altaria better, please.
Hey,
For my
he
sake.
did play better this week, 100%.
Exactly.
So, no, I mean,
I
shout
will
out to
say
Chris.
this, like early game, that early game, like he had like a really good job, like with like I think he had like Willow, Victini. So like that
Yeah.
early game with like all in the Victini was like really well done by Chris. So I think that kind of played dividends for him later on. That's the point I was trying to make.
No, yeah, for
So,
sure. I totally agree. And I just want to say about Chris too, is I think I said this in match discussion, like Aaron could, he just kind of is lying over and dying. Maybe he turns it around with these transactions, but Chris started 0-3 too. He definitely could have just packed it in and been like, this ain't my season, I'm not gonna try. At least he's putting in the effort, bro. Like he's right back in it. I actually want to look. I think he's in what, 7th? Yeah, he's in 7th.
He's up there.
He's a game out of playoffs right now, and there's a chance
for
here.
sure.
So
Before we move on to the next game, I want to say, let's save Aaron for last. I got a lot to say about him.
okay,
I got a
fair
lot.
enough. Do we want to go to? Oh, this is the Brady one. We'll save that one as well. I guess we'll just go with guns. He wins.
I didn't see this game, but I heard stories of it.
I will give. I don't know. I really don't know what to think. I love Paul, as always. Shout out to Paul. Gets the crit, Pog. This game was just super weird. He used Celesteela as the Volcarona check, and so
what I guess Raxurap and this Wheezing. Actually, no, Serena can be removed here.
But yeah, it was unaware clef for the Charizard X, I'm guessing, and so he takes toxic.
Was the Wheezing gas?
No, yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's what stopped it. Okay.
Yeah.
But by the way, I just want to say this Fire Blast right here, this was min roll, and then this was a speed tie, and so he lost the speed tie and got min rolled to keep the Wheezing alive.
Oh my god.
So once again, adding to the gun's luck. Makes a good play in U-turns there. I did not expect that. So Heat goes in here. He's like thinking, all right, this is fine. I can quiver on this. It's Rock Slide. Okay, fine, fair enough. It's Chardy. I'm like, yo, Heat. But then he's Max Spadef. And this is his fucking his Volcarona counter was Max Spadef Celesteela. Go fuck yourself, Guns. Honestly, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, oh my god, he might win.
At that point, I felt like he could have just run Fire Blast. I felt like Fire Blast might have killed. Would it have killed? I don't know. But like looking at the damage, I thought maybe Fire Blast is better.
I came close to.
I think it'd be like 22% chance to kill. Like
if you're gonna use Celesteela as like a bit of a Volcalure, at least for an Aka or something like that,
right? Yeah, why was it lefties?
Right.
What the fuck does lefties do?
Lefties.
Yeah, no. So
yeah, even Pilot Swine's a better Volc check than Celesteela.
And then right here, I really hate this taunt. I'm just hit it with Shadow Ball, bro.
That taunt was horrible.
Or go Glade and click Close Combat because there's 0 switch-ins to it.
Exactly. The Fighting Resist Fighting Resist is a non-mega
switches in.
That's weak to Psychic. So.
Yeah, and then he just dies. I'm like, and he had only one Dark Resist was Pangoro. I'm like, come on. Like this is, but then he SDs. I'm like, what are you doing? Just click Close Combat.
Not killing it. I mean, I guess he's trying to win, but like, do we really think James is gonna have like not be prepared for this at all?
Also, he U-turned. Oh, I just reset. Do you think that U-turn would have killed?
Assuming it was, I'm gonna make an assumption that this arena was.
Yeah, no, it was. I think Gun said it was.
Scarf's arena.
Okay, so if he did stay in, he just went Weezing, so it wasn't like that matter. He could have just went back into it, U-turn, and then their helmet.
Yeah, but like if I think Gully lives, even max attack adamant. I mean, it's non-stab U-turn. Glade's.
That's what I'm saying. If he lives, he just sacks Weezing.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah. Okay. And then he goes Zard.
And then Zard setup.
Pick one,
Well,
because
not
fire
just
resist
yet.
doesn't exist. Puts it again, because, again, fire resist doesn't exist. Or RD, that works too.
Yeah, I mean, that's
And
the right
then
play because then he
game.
can kill the
Yeah.
Glade.
Yeah, save some differential. And then, yeah, we have James Gunn being 5-0.
Really hate it here,
James
bro. I'm
Gunn's
letting
undefeated.
everybody know right now. Buxton and me, I'm going hard in the paint for this one. Okay, we're mocking. I'm doing everything. This win streak comes to an end this week. Fuck
Yeah,
no.
I truly don't know how he's 5-0, but he is.
It's because people like he's just. Well, first of all, he axed out the first two people. Aaron sucks ass this season. Noah couldn't kill a Celesteela, and then Paul lost to Max Bedev Celesteela. So I don't know, man.
And if Buxton can't do it, it's up to me.
But look, bro, I'm
So-
just saying, all right, his next 4 weeks, Buxton, Brady, Blue, Tay. This could be 4 losses right here, all right? Then it's Steph,
I
all right?
got a shot against him.
Oh, I think he'll beat him. Week 10, all right, it's Steph. I'm like, okay, all right, Steph. Buddy, I know you listen to these, okay? I will help you with everything you need. Please reach out to me, dude. I'm telling we can build tomorrow. I don't care, all right?
He's 9-0 facing Steph about to clinch the
No,
win.
absolutely.
Mr. Yo, Steph, we can build like 5 weeks early, please.
I do not care. Hero, same thing. I'll build your team for you, buddy. I don't care. I know you listen to these too because you commented on one of them. Bitch, I will help all of you. All right, please reach out to me. Tay, all of you, please, God. All right, we will make him finish 5 and 6. I don't care. I don't care about my
5 and
season.
6.
I will make sure this motherfucker misses playoffs. I want him to start 5 and 0 and miss playoffs. Oh my God, it would make me so happy. Anyway,
That would be a collapse that I don't see happening.
Bro.
I do think he wins like 2 more games at least.
He's got to
I think
win at
he
least.
does.
If he wins at least one, he's probably gonna make it. So, yeah, I would say Guns will probably be a playoff team, but
Yeah.
not if I got anything to do with it. I'm gonna get everybody as ready as possible. Brady, you already know how much we're gonna be mocking for that game.
We're
So,
really
yeah.
not like that best D2 record would be like 11-0 James Guns.
Bro, if we get 11-0 James Guns, I'm quitting. You'll never see me again. I'm gone. See you the fuck later.
Man, those preseason power rankings are looking pretty accurate at the
Shut
moment.
up. Shut
Man,
up.
that 1 and 12.
Shut up. Anyway, Steph versus Noah. This game was like super, just nothing. Like legitimately, this game was pretty boring.
Big old nothing burger.
No, it's called Steph being Steph. No offense, like
No offense. I mean, like Noah's a pretty
you let
good D2 battler. Like
That was good.
you let the Gengar with Ghost Resist Greninja die like turn 5, so
Yeah.
like not much to say really. Like
And
and
then
then
why is he
Fire
firefighting you?
Fangs for
Nice.
whatever reason. Like
Like, what's the point of
You-
firefang?
you-
Like the only thing
you
that was
think
weak to it
he's-
is
you think
Registeel.
he's
Oh, who's
freaking
weak
out.
to ground?
and then he lets Slowbro die, so like I'm just gonna take a word out of Jamal's book, please click your stab. Like, please.
Yeah, sometimes it's that easy. And then
And
it
then he
was
triple axles.
Yeah, it was
It's
Axel for
put
Medzo.
HP on his block for no reason at all. And then Pinsir kind of looks like it just wins the game at this point. So
I think it does.
the game's kind of just over.
Yeah, look at Confide keeping it alive though.
In the fight. Yes, freeze dry on the ice resist.
Gets
Okay,
the
cool.
freeze. Beast. I'm like, okay, sheesh, we got a chance. If he can kill the
Okay.
Rotom, I was like, wait a minute. But then he
Okay.
firebanks again.
No, don't know why he's getting fire thing.
And then Iron Tails.
Why?
That was bad.
And then it's Agility Nasty Flat. I'm like, well, that's tough. It's Mono Dark Move Pursuit.
Yeah,
And that's
I
the
don't
whole
know.
game.
I don't know what stuff is doing in this game. But,
Yeah, he had a shot if it was like knock. But,
Or if he stop clicking fire thing. But
Firefang and Iron Tail. Yeah, honestly, he got his first W like last week, and then this week, I think he could have won this shit. So that's, it sucks, but it happens.
Yeah.
Steph will probably
Far
bounce back
explained.
because I think, especially with his win last week, he's going to be at least a little hyped up to keep going. So, yeah. What
Yeah,
other
that's
games
fun.
do we have? We can go to the Taylor game.
yeah, that game was actually Blue's first L.
Yeah.
Taylor actually played pretty well.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't think anyone can criticize Taylor for this game. I think he played pretty solid overall.
Yeah, which no offense to you, Blue. I'm kind of happy to see you lose, like, because God, you've been winning so many games that you shouldn't have.
Yeah, he should have lost to Chris for sure. Base dodge here. You love to see it.
Yeah, I don't know, because apparently like half of D2 doesn't know how to bring a fucking Diancie check, but it's whatever.
So I suggested double protect on Venusaur and Jellicent just because rain was really tough for him, and he could figure out what Dracovish was going to be doing. If it's like locked in Heliolisk or Mamoswine, basically he could really just scout for a lot of this game and just figure out what this thing wanted to do to him. And he knew eventually, okay, it's not locked in Heliolisk, that's fine. That means Latios can really do a lot of work because Psychic Resist was only Jirachi. So the team was basically built around beat Jirachi and get Future Sight, Psychic, Latios into the game and just start spamming Psychic moves.
See, I'm a little confused as to why Taylor let the Venusaur take it as an headbutt, because he could have been in a really bad
totally
position.
Agree. I think that was bad.
Yeah, if it got flinched, I think he may have blocked, so I'm gonna be straight.
No, I don't disagree. And then this Dracovish didn't have Crunch, which I thought was an easy bring versus Taylor's team.
If Dracovish was Crunch, it would have
the
done
Jellicent and the Latios, you'd think.
Yeah.
It wasn't, so it was. I don't know.
It was outrage.
I think Taylor played pretty well, so I'm not trying to discredit.
No, Taylor definitely played well. Blue didn't. I don't think Blue played amazing. Also, he has not brought a normal fucking set this entire season.
Yeah, Taylor, of course, Bronze will never be a normal set, no matter how he brings it.
Also, he did really hit two charge beams and never get it. He did. I think he gets it this one. No, he did 3 times.
Oh my god.
Tough. And then he kept flash canning with this fucking Electros. I'm like, oh my god, if you don't just kill this Jirachi right now.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro, he's not going Diancie. Please, just kill it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it also hits Mamo, so maybe that's what he was trying to catch. But Mamo's probably not switching it on you. He finally kills the Jirachi. I'm like, okay, this is now a game. I'm like, this shit can win. Latios. And I'm glad he never tried to sack the fucking Latios on a speed tie. So.
Yeah. It's gonna come back into play now, because if you can see, if that Venusaur was actually, it could have been like in range of Diancie to flinch. So that's why, that's risking to have to get off a leech. He was pretty wild, but he ended up not getting flinched.
But Scarf and Cinerar put in a fuck ton of where it just kept clicking parting shot, but it scared the fuck out of Blue, like where he couldn't stand. I thought that was a weird play going into Incineroar on the Dracovish. I guess he gets the attack drop though with parting shot and intimidate.
Yeah, and he also brought Life of Dracovish, which was like, whose bans? Just predicting click buttons, please.
And then he has the Hex, makes sense. But then I was thinking, I'm like, oh fuck, this Heliolisk walls the shit out of this Jellicent, so that's gonna suck ass. I think he sacks. No, that's right. He recovers.
I don't know why he's picking both switch. That's T-Bolt into like
so free. What is this thing gonna do to you?
What is this thing gonna do to you? Wisp, toxic, who cares?
Right click Thunderbolt. Who's coming in? No one. It's only the Latios. But come on.
Yeah, I've never seen a Dracovish do nothing versus a Jellicent in my life. Why?
I mean, it's a decent switch in if it's locked in. To
if it's locked in, but he wasn't. He just didn't have Crunch.
No, if it's Crunch Dracovish, this is definitely a game for sure. Forced Let It Die. I think he gets defense raise here because of course he does.
Still not Iron
This
Head,
time he finally clicks Iron Head and gets the Diancie down. It's like, all right, Pog.
I seriously wish Blue just stopped clicking Volt Switch with his Heliolisk, but
But then at this point, Latios just wins the game. There's nothing he could do.
Yeah.
Because I assured even crit Life Orb, I don't think kill. Actually, crit might, but
Crit probably killed, or it came close to it.
I know it was pretty heavily invested. Latios, actually, no, it only had a little bit. It was almost max special attack. He it was 236 or some shit. It was to live something. But yeah, I mean, like we said, Taylor played a really solid game, I have to say. So yeah,
it was Soul Do Lottie, which I thought was interesting. You never really see that. You usually see Life Orb.
It's not common, but I think when you're running dual psychic move Draco Meteor as your only moves, I think that's fine. You know, there's
Right.
no, yeah.
Right.
But he was Roost, so like I originally suggested Life Orb, but he's like, you know, I'm Roost or like I'm running mono stabs. I'm just gonna go Soul Do. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then who else do we got? Buxton. Yes.
Buxton versus.
Oh no, you wanted to save this one for the end, Brady. All right, we're doing your game. All right, so Brady,
My match.
how you feeling? How you feeling after this one?
I'm glad. Spoiler alert. I'm glad Mawile did work once again.
Oh wait, this is
like,
the wrong game. Hold
last
on.
week. Oh,
Yeah,
I did
versus
a great,
Hero.
I did a great job.
there we go. Yeah, just when you thought Mawile was gonna go 4-0 last week, oh boy, this game. Looking at it like in team preview, like I knew he'd bring in the Zera Aura, I knew he'd bring the Dragapult. No Rillaboom though, but I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. I did have a whole Moltres. Aromatisse though was a mistake on his part because I remember in the mocks I was told that Mawile basically comes in for free every single time on the Aromatisse. So, and plus I had Zarude for Vaporeon, but it didn't really matter anyway. But yeah, just like looking at team preview, like Mawile kind of went in, Lando kind of did his thing. You'll see later in the match, but yeah.
Yeah.
I think it did.
I left the music on. Nice. I do that.
You
at
should have
least
brought him
once.
on Jan, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I brought in the mocks. I'm like, he's just gonna bring it because it's fucking Hero. But first turn gets the freeze. I'm like, well, that's
This has
fucking
happened
tough.
before though. With my P2 always gets frozen. It's ridiculous. Like in a previous league, P2 got frozen by an Abomasnow Blizzard. It's ridiculous. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't
think the freeze
I
is
don't
gonna
get
matter
it.
that much
But yeah.
because at any time, if he just goes into Porygon 2 on Scald, then it's just gonna unthaw.
No, but the thing is, he's Trace, so he traces Water Absorb, and
Oh yeah, you're right
I
about
don't
that.
get unthawed. I looked it up after the match. Like if I get Water Absorb and I get hit with Scald, like I don't get
yeah.
unfrozen.
So that's
So that was
that. When I remembered he was Trace, I was like, oh shit, this thing's never gonna unthaw.
Why was the Skarmory weak armor, by the way?
I have
like-
no idea. I legitimately have
that
no
was-
idea.
Not good. You don't want that. Not what you want. But yeah, I kind of got lucky with. No, I wouldn't say lucky. I kind of knew he would go into Skarmory on the land, though. So the patented Smackdown Lando T,
Yes, sir. Yes,
patented
sir.
by Mystery.
Every
So
Steel
after I was
Flying
able to
type will be hit by
smack
Smackdown Lando. Every single one. You
Yes.
cannot stop it.
Oh, so like with Smackdown Lando, I was able to like hit it, and then I knew EQ was free at that point, so that was kind of cool. I know in this turn, Dazzling Gleam was kind of free, and then when I wanted to go into Mawile, I totally realized that, oh my god, I'm in terrain. I get to click T-Punch, and then boom, he falls down. So that's one of many. The double switch here was interesting. I went to Moltres that time just because I went to Coco twice already, so I want to try to change it up a little bit.
But yeah, he went Zera that time. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Got the Smackdown again, and then decided to stay in for some reason. When he knew that EQ was gonna kill him.
But at this point, look at the fucking Mawile switch-ins. It's over. But you go hard Zarude. I think this okay. I get so you were Scarf Zarude, so I get it gives you information.
I was
I
Scarf Zarude.
still not a huge fan of this play. Like you go hard Zarude on the Dragapult, and it's like, and you get burned for it. It's like okay, that fucking blows. But you were Scarf Zarude. You figured okay, it's Scarf Pult, so I can go Moltres. I'm like okay, like that's cool.
Free
And then-
defog, and then yeah, the Aromatisse switching was not smart at all. And then literally Mawile just stood here and it literally just cleaned up. Like he's just protecting.
I think
and
you're finally
switching out.
figuring out what Mawile does, and it's against teams like this. It can't.
Yes.
It eats them alive.
Without him, yeah. Hero could have maybe brought some counterplay, like counter Skarmory, but he's decided to bring weak armor and make the EQs and Thunder Punches stronger versus him at the cost of the speed. So good job about that.
Yeah,
Didn't miss a play.
Yeah,
player off,
I know.
though,
Shout out to
thank God.
Mawile.
I
Finally
missed a
didn't
player
miss a
off.
fucking
I got
move.
it.
But yeah, shout out to Brady. Like you're what 4-1 now, and you're a choke away. I keep saying you're a choke away from being 5-0. So like
1 plus 15.
hard to ask for a whole lot more, and you still control your destiny because you play guns and you're ahead of him in differential. So it's all in front of you right now. It's a pretty tough it's a pretty tough closing schedule to begin with. It's Tay, Guns, Chris, Buxton, Taylor, Blue like that. It's pretty fucking solid. So we'll see what you're made of for sure these coming weeks.
Yeah. Well, James is plus 18 at the moment. I'm at plus 15, so he is actually ahead of me by differential.
Oh, he is
but
18?
granted,
Okay,
if
I was
win-
thinking of before the
he's
Paul
plus
game.
18.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, Mawwow 5-0, Lando 1-0. My top two guys just
But yeah, you still
put in that
you
work.
still play guns, so like it's like I said, it's all in front of you. This is definitely still within reach of getting the 1 seed, and that's all that should matter right now. Is just go for that.
I hope so.
But yeah, I think.
hope so.
We just have the Aaron game. So Harris,
Aaron game.
I noticed you were quiet on that last game. All right, this is all you, buddy. This is all you.
I am ready. I am ready.
All right.
Let me. I have never seen a torn tee done so dirty in my life. This torn, it is so infamous. That is pathetic. That is pathetic. How do you fail with this Pokemon that you got round 6? I don't understand. Please tell me. Like, it should have done well, like, every week, and it always gets sacked, especially versus Brady. He just decided to let it die for no reason at all. Like, but
Yeah, that's smart.
yeah, Aaron's just been playing like ridiculously horrible, like every week, and I don't know how. Like,
And then
he brought
ran.
Whirlpool.
He
Okay.
ran Whirlpool versus
Cool.
the Mandibuzz Milotic team. What? Like
Yeah,
they,
okay, cool.
Huh?
You ran Whirlpool versus Mons that get momentum. Cool. That's fine, I guess.
Missed again.
he put the smiley face in chat. Like, yeah, sucks you missed, but like, they're fun. Lele was gonna give you the absolute work even if you hit. So
He was giving him the business.
yeah, you hit this one and you switch out. So what the fuck out? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Nature. That was cool.
No, I mean
Put some
Nature's
heavy
Madness
chip.
makes sense, but yeah, you basically just scout for Roost Coca or Roost Scizor, excuse me.
Right.
Now this time he gets trapped. The tables have turned. Misses Whirlpool again. This is his only attacking move, clearly.
Yeah, here's the sad. I never thought in my life I'd say, "Wow, this dude is so weak to Bolton." That's
I know. I fucking know. I said that. I'm
that
like,
makes no sense. And then Jolteon beats it.
Jolteon versus Bolton, King of the Gods. But then
No
here you
boots
go.
torn.
So Zygarde takes 45 from Torn and it just drops. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm like, you gotta be
That
kidding
man.
me.
Why did he Ice
That was
Fang?
banned inside.
I don't know.
I just
Like,
and then he goes hard Scizor on Scald in the rain. Stays in on Scald again, doesn't get burned either time.
yeah, superpowers for whatever reason. So now Lele is like inevitably,
And then he's
and then he just rests with Politoed, and yeah,
Rest.
he did bring Facade, which I thought was cool because you're giving yourself a
was
chance if this
interesting.
thing gets burned. I thought that was a good bring.
Mm,
Because then you're able to take out the you put the thing to bait him into. Aaron King of the chat.
yeah. I swear,
God.
I feel like Buxton also never clicked recover with this Milotic, but
Mhm.
that's for a different day to discuss.
He only did one time, and it was when it was
Yeah,
versus
I'm
minus
more
one
here to-
Scizor.
Yeah, I'm more here to roast this 0-5 Torn T, but
Hey, it's gone now though. It's in Buxton's
Yeah,
hands.
it's funny
Yes.
enough. It's in his opponent's hand.
Yeah, if me and
Oh,
Buxton
wow,
are talking
right.
about getting a dark type, he's gonna be getting somebody here soon. So I think Buxton's team is pretty complete once that happens. I think he's like a top 4 team. So yeah, big win for Buxton. He's
Yeah,
he's
that's
right in
one
the thick
part
of it.
about Aaron that I was gonna get onto. Let's get into his changes.
Oh, we did talk on the last one, but trust me, I'm fine with going over this. So he dropped the
Yeah,
Torn
oh
the
my God.
Whimsicott, and the
These
Girder
changes.
for Zapdos, Galar, Sylveon, and Credilli.
These changes are so garbage. I have never seen a team went from pretty decent to horrible in 3 changes. Like, why Zapdos Galar? Like, your team was already a pretty offensive team, but then you decided to Sylveon and Cardilli on it and throw all that offense away. But
I
it's
think
whatever.
Sylveon's a decent pickup, but I just don't really know if it needed to be on this team.
Really need to be on this team at all.
And then
You already get dragons and fairies with Scizor and Rain for the most part, and even Slow King helps check those fairies. So I really don't see the need for Sylveon, honestly. It just feels like you're spending a lot of points for it just to be there. And then Zapdos Galar, I've already said Torn is a better line, but it's 0-5, so I guess it wasn't good for you. But
double
I
rock
guess-
with Credilli Rhyperior. It's like, I guess they're okay together because it has Storm Drain and then it's neutral to grass, so they're not the worst rock pairing together. Gives them a third rocker with Wigglytuff.
Yeah, his speed tier's got like a little like
very
Barraskewda,
terrible. It goes from
Yeah, it went from
Barraskewda to
Barraskewda
Jolteon all the way
to,
down to Zapdos.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
got like
there's a huge drop off. Not great.
another huge thing is I feel like he did draft Rain, but he has absolutely nothing that benefits from it except Scizor
Jolteon,
and like maybe Barraskewda. I guess that too. But like I don't
True.
know. I feel like you have more Rain abusers personally.
yeah, I wish Helios goes on his original plan. I kind of wish he was able to get it because I think he would have done really well with it. But yeah, this is
great.
huh?
Heliolisk would have been great
Yeah, no, I mean,
for this team.
but the other Rain team got it, so yeah, that's how it goes sometimes.
Right.
I just want to say that Aaron finished his season last year on what was it? He won 4 of his last 5 and made playoffs. I think he cared more that season. I don't know if he can pull it off this one. He looks uninspired most weeks, so I guess we don't count him out. But I would say he's one loss from just tanking, and you look forward to next season, I guess.
I mean, at least he's doing okay with Slow King Galar. You know, he has like his only positive bonds are neutral. So.
Oh my god, yeah. Wow.
Oh god.
But yeah, I think that's it for. Hopefully, I'm not forgetting anybody this time.
I think
Paul, Aaron, Steph, Hero. Yeah, no, we got all these. Okay, cool. Did we have any other transactions, or is it just Aaron and
Well, Buxton too. Yeah.
and Buxton? We did talk about that one in the last one. We can just mention it again. He dropped.
Oh, and Hero. Yeah.
Oh, Hero.
Oh shit! Yeah, Hero. Yeah, we definitely got to talk about the Hero one. So he dropped Mega Camerupt, Obama Snow, and I want to say
Skarmory.
That's what it was for Mega Aggron, Talonflame, and
Yeah.
Gabite. I
I'm
think
not
it's a
gonna
W.
I think his team kind of looks better, like for the most part.
I think it looks really good.
Yeah, like little worse, like ground immunity, like Talonflame, but like Rillaboom, like makes up for it to an extent. So I guess it's okay. And then Gabite, actually, Gabite's his only ground. Yikes! But like,
I mean, his ground before went for a Mega Camerupt, so it's not really.
that was better.
Right.
I mean, it's better, but like, it's Mega Camel, so it's not coming to a ton of games, and it's not great. And he also has Aurora as an electric immunity, so that's nice.
Yeah, I guess it's like good enough. But like Aggron plus like Talonflame, especially when you have like background of like Wish Support, Vaporeon, and Aromatisse, that's pretty cool. But like, if you have like Vaporeon and Aromatisse, which I find to be personally or redundant rather, excuse me, I just like that too. But I'd rather just like Yurta Aromatisse and maybe find a better ground, cheaper fairy, something like that. Personally,
Yeah.
but
No.
overall, I like this change. It's pretty cool. Like once again,
I like
Hero's
Mega
speed
Aggron.
tiers are demonic. Dragon Bolt, Zero Aura, and Talonflame. Like
No, his speed is the same thing. Yeah, it just falls off a major cliff. It goes from those 3 all the way down to Hitmonchan. Oh no, I was looking at Spadef. Rillaboom? Yeah, and then Gabite.
I mean, at least he has 3 of the fastest Pokemon games in the game and 1 of the strongest. And then Hitmonchan. But like
Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a really solid change. Very, very cool. I'm happy for Hero because he's not out of it by any means. Every season seems to start really strong and then lose, but he still plays James, so that's easy dub. But yeah, the rest of the schedule looks pretty hard. So
You always say
You say James easy dub. He hasn't lost a game. I don't know.
well,
Like
he's gonna lose 6 in a row now and miss playoffs. So
you say that now, and then when he goes 10-0 entering week 11,
if he's 10-0, like I said, he's 10-0 entering week 11. Yeah, I'm going to cry and I'm going to leave the server and you'll never see me again. So fuck him.
if he's gonna know I'm blaming Brady, I'm picking up the server. Simple as that.
But yeah, Buxton dropped the Mandibuzz. He dropped. Oh god, I gotta try and remember. I don't remember the other 2. It was.
He dropped the Mandibuzz. I have it in front of me. He dropped the Mandibuzz, Type Null, and Boltund, and he added the Torn-T, Rotom Frost, and Linoon Galar. So.
Well, I thought the Torn T was an upgrade, to say the least. Like,
No, I mean, look,
So-
his top 5 mons now or top 6 are Lele, Zygarde, Milotic, Beedrill, Heatran, Tornteed. That's fucking insane. Like, that's really, really strong.
Like,
I get to play another Rotom. That's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do have to play another road.
I hate it.
you know my motto: if a Tornteed is available, pick it up. You know,
Exactly,
Month
exactly.
pick it.
Right.
No, he definitely jumped on it because remember he had to wait 24 hours. He did it like 10 minutes after the transaction happened. He's just like, all right, it's
So I
fine.
called him out.
I don't blame him. I would have done it for anyone too, honestly. Like, but I don't know about the dark type now being, Linoom Galar. But
But trust me, like I said, he's got something coming.
yeah,
People are
what you
gonna be
gotta
like, people are gonna be looking at it like, that's kind of weird. But I really think it makes a ton of sense with his team, and I legitimately believe that after that transaction, he'll be a top 3 team in the league.
Yeah, Frost, that's not even a bad electric type. That's a pretty good one.
No,
That's good
that's
dodge.
pretty solid. Like 70% of the time.
Yeah, like stab bolt beam coverage is really good, like in general.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think Buxton's absolutely got a shot in D2. Like he should be a playoff team. I think he will be a playoff team. He took strides in NCL, and that's something we really pride ourselves on, is trying to develop coaches for the FBL. I think he's going to be one of those guys that takes the step. He won a playoff game versus Tristan. He probably beats me if he doesn't throw away Obstagoon and Latios for no fucking reason. So,
Wow.
hey man,
Yeah.
hey, I'll pull up the replay right now. I do not care.
Yeah, Tornteed does really good versus James Guns, but please
Hey,
play it
yo.
right this time.
Hey, yo.
Like certain someone. Like,
Yeah, me and Bucks are. We already talked about it. We're going hard in the paint Thursday. We're getting ready. So, Guns, I don't think you watch these because it has me in it. So go fuck yourself. First of all, second of all, I'm going to make sure you lose this week. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you lose. I'm going to build the greatest mock of all time. We're going to continue to battle, and you're going to lose. So I just want you to be prepared for that. Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Anyway, let's move on to VGC. So.
yeah, the division I had
Oh,
nothing. I know nothing about. But
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think any of us do. Ant is in first place. I did not see this coming at all. But shout out to him. Honestly, like, from the little bit I know, he's played really, really well. So, like, me and Ant have had our past of not really getting along super well. I'm super happy he's doing well because, like, I did not expect it at all.
Yeah.
Jake
doing-
still in second, not shocker. Monster kind of pulling up. I won't lie. Tristan big dub over Shoops. Skylar's here. I think she's gonna drop down eventually. Slank has lost 3 straight now, so that's pretty tough. And he plays Jake this week, so
Yeah.
probably 4. Scott and Ace I think will jump up towards the end of the season, and then the rest of these, or these 3 right here, probably their seasons are done. But maybe Geronda or Shoes pulls it around. I doubt it. But yeah, that's VGC. If you guys have anything to say, sure, go ahead.
Unless they go on a run, then.
I remember talking about this like with someone the other day, where I'm just like, yeah, for the most part, I just see Ant's team is like either like the weakness policy bonds and like medic out. Well, not let's just call it Cricket out, triggering anger point for Frost Blast, and it just getting +4 in the game.
Mhm.
Metagross get weakness policy and win the game, or just put in work of Mens and Mienshao like last week, and he's been using it to pretty good effect.
No,
So,
I mean, Ant's been really, really solid so far. Like, legitimately, he's played super well. This format seems to fit him pretty solidly. Jake does still have to play his game, so I think he can pass him, right? I think you.
yeah, funny enough, this is a format where Volcarona is actually viable. So, show him.
Wow.
Like, and then Jake, Jake is,
He's doing
Jimmy-
he's doing Jimmicky things. He's here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Was there any other transactions? We already covered the Smith one, so I don't really want to go into it again because we have no idea what we're talking about. PZ was like the main part of it.
I don't know. Like, although shout out to this 0-12 Clefairy though. Oh my
How
god.
do you pull that shit off, bro? Come on.
Oh my gosh. 0-12 Clefairy, 3-6 Pulp.
Man. Yo, this PZ though, he's gonna pull up, alright? I'm telling y'all. Gunna's coming. Gunna is here. I love Gunna. But yeah, unless you guys have anything else to say, I think we're probably gonna wrap it up there. Like, to be honest, it was
honestly.
Yeah.
You know, we can like look at the week 6 matches maybe a little.
Oh, true. Yeah, let's head over to schedule.
I also wanted to add, like, we can safely say we're halfway through the season?
Yeah,
I know
pretty much.
we, like,
It's pretty much the halfway point.
Yeah.
do we want to do playoff predictions? Like,
Definitely.
after we go
I always love
6
playoff predictions because it's fun to look back on and see like how right and how wrong you were. So yeah, let's look at the like matchups real quick, see if there's anything cool we want to look at. I think me and Kyle's a fun one. I think that's me and him have our pass, so it's going to be an interesting battle both ways. He's got a ton of offense. I have a bit more defense than I'm used to, but it should be a fun one for sure. Other than that, James, Nick.
That's pretty cool. Like
who?
Nick versus James. That's pretty cool.
Especially because they haven't played yet, other than like when Nick played him to like get into FBL or whatever. So this is their first like actual league match. So that's pretty cool. And then Will Robert, it's pretty Theo Nintega.
Yeah.
Theo really is looking at a 5-1 start. That's pretty insane.
Yeah, no offense, Theo. I hope Nintega puts you in the ground.
Oh my God.
I hope Nintega puts you in the ground. Wow, that's a great quote. Thank you.
No.
I love my boy Theo. No, he's got to keep winning. No, we need Theo in playoffs, bro. What a turnaround story from being in D3 and considered one of the worst coaches in FBL to D1 success story. You love to see it. And then Eon, let's see how he does in his D1 return for the Carboni slot. This game should be boring. I feel like Jamal's just so much better than Nova. It won't matter even if team matchup's bad. That's pretty much it for D1. Going on to D2, we already talked about Buxton James. I think this is a really solid game. Like, putting aside my bias against like Buxton, I think these two
wins just based off
Not fridge.
Not James.
He's good to go. He's got the fridge.
True.
I'm thinking Buxton wins.
Oh, I'm definitely taking Buxton. I actually skipped past it. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna take Buxton like 3-0. I think he beats him pretty soundly. Like it's more dominant than a 3-0 looks. Paul Blue, nah. Maybe Paul pulls off the upset.
In that game, either Paul's gonna like 6-0 a Sweet Coon or Blue's just gonna win with the ante again.
Chris 4 or 5-0'd Steph the first time they played, and it was pretty dominant. I would say Chris probably wins again. I wouldn't count Steph out just because I think his team is really cool, but I think Chris is catching fire right now. I think he's really about to catch a hot streak and start really pounding into people.
Taylor, that's gonna be so entertaining.
What was that, Harris?
Hero versus Taylor, that's gonna be so entertaining.
Just from the meme perspective, I agree. Yeah, that should be a good one. And then what I thought should have been game of the week, Taya and Brady. I think this is a really solid game. This is a big test for Brady too, because a lot of, like Will's been saying, his strength of schedule hasn't been great.
Right.
I think this is a statement game. If Brady puts Tay into the ground, I think then it's like, all right, I think we got our D2 like contender.
Exactly.
I like my chances. Garchomp, I will say, will put in. I think personally it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm in the middle of building my team, and I think I got a nice set going on one of my mons. I don't want to give it away just yet.
Obviously, yeah.
It's okay. Garchomp puts over Chris's own. That's not.
Garchomp is a good mon. Yeah. And then I think this is the make it or break it game for Aaron. Like if he loses, it's over for sure.
Yeah.
Aaron versus Noah. I'm sorry, Aaron. We're an 0-5 towards T, so yeah, Noah all the way.
I'm rooting for Noah just to end Aaron's season, so we don't have to wonder, is he gonna make the second half comeback? Yeah, right. That's pretty much it for them. I'm not gonna go over VGC. Sorry guys, it's just not gonna happen. Yeah, let's go back to D1. Let's talk about playoff predictions. So, Harris, let's start with you. What do you think the buys will be, and then the 4 other playoff teams?
Okay, well, I'm personally hoping I'd have a buy. But
yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah, but I guess in that spot that I am, I'd say to buy some of the matchups I have. I feel like I'm confident in myself as a player, and I want to keep that trend going up. As for who gets the second buy, I honestly don't know. Like, I like even though Theo's 4-1, easily lose some games and
No, I think
maybe,
Theo will definitely fall off a little bit. I
Yeah,
really
like,
doubt
maybe-
he's gonna keep it going this hard.
yeah, like maybe like Will can pass him or something like that. I don't know. I'd say Will be the other bye if figured out his fucking Cosmo, but like we'll see where that goes. I'm gonna say Will's gonna be the bye though, and
Okay.
then as for who's gonna make the top 6, I'd say this is so tough because like the bottom like
Bot 2
6,
and 3 teams at the moment.
we have a lot of 2 and 3 teams, so I'd say
Yeah.
unless Theo chokes really badly in these closing weeks, he should make it. Despite he's been lucky, and I can see Mystery making it because he'll try hard for it at least.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then a bit of a take. I'm gonna say James is gonna fall off, and then
Okay.
Kyle and Jamal are gonna make playoffs.
So no Nick. Wow.
Nick depends. If he cares, yeah, he can make it. Like, but if he doesn't, I don't know. Like, I think Jamal's pretty determined to at least try to get in the upper half. And then Kyle, well, maybe more Kyle. Depends on if he can not playoffs. No, he's got the talent to do it.
It's crazy. I know they're all like a ton of people are 2 and 3, and then there's also 2, 3, and 2 teams. So no one even close is out of it, other than like Intega and probably Nova, just because whatever.
Yeah, and Robert, because he's just
Robert.
gonna keep on doing more games. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I think it's wide open where anyone can really get in. I'd be hard. It's so crazy to think Jamal, Nick, Kyle, like even one of those 3 don't make it. If 2 don't, that'd be crazy. But we'll see. I'll just give mine real quick. I do think Harris finishes as the 1 seed, regardless if he goes undefeated or not. Spoiler: he'll go 10-1, losing to me. Yes, sir. I'm still not a believer in Will. I've been pretty adamant in this all season. I think he should be 1 and 4 right now. I'm just not sold on him. Maybe this is a turning point for him, but I don't think he's using the Crosmo well. Nidoqueen, I think it's been extremely hit and miss for him. I'll say, God, it's real tough. That second buy slot, I have no idea what the fuck.
Yeah, I cannot.
I see why you pick Will. Now that I'm looking at it, I get it. I'm just fuck it. I'm gonna pick myself. There's literally no one I'm confident that will be the second buy, so I'm going to pick myself just because I know how much work I'm putting in for these next few weeks. So sure, we'll go with me in second. And then after that, I think Theo does stay in. I think it'd be especially with him still playing Nova and Intega. I think those are 2 wins he should get. So that's 6 wins, I think, minimum for him. He doesn't play Eon. Who does he? His closing schedule is pretty tough. I know that. So we'll see. I still think he makes it in. Like I said, James, it's really tough. I'll say he makes it too. Will makes it, and then I'll say Nick makes the final spot. I'm not saying he'll be the 6th seed, but he'll be one of the last playoff teams. And Jamal and Kyle are really close, but they don't make it. All right, and then Brady, what you got?
Yeah, so I'm again not a crazy follower. I do follow D1, but not as much as you two. So I'm kind of just giving my best guess, but by no means am I accurate. I think Harris running away with the 1 seed. I think Theo with the 2 with the start that he's at. After that, it really is a toss up. Probably Will 6, Mystery 5, James M 4, and then maybe Nova 3. I really don't know.
No way. I don't think Nova makes playoffs. There's just no way.
I don't know. I really don't know.
No, Nova's 2 wins are he 6-0'd Carboni with the Gyarados and then beat Intega.
Fucking dog ass. So yeah.
I'm just going off by the standings. That's where my head's at. So I could be wrong 100%.
I think you will be wrong, but hey, we'll see.
D2, I think I'll have a better idea.
Yeah, sure. So since we did it that way, we'll start with you. What are you predicting for D2?
Yeah, so D2, not to toot my own horn, I really think I'm really starting to get a hang of the Mawile, but granted, you know me, like my second half of the schedule is like a lot tougher. Like you look at the 5 coaches I played, notice how like they're all bottom 5, like Noah, Hero, Steph, Aaron, Paul. I already played those coaches already, so I have yet to play like the true competition. I do think I do get a bye, just judging by how I'm playing. Taylor will definitely fight me for it, so I think I will get the 2.
Don't say
I think
it.
I get the 2.
Don't say it.
I'm thinking it right now. I think Taylor gets the 1 though.
Oh, bless. All right.
As much as like I'm not a fan of like his sets, like just the weird nonsense he throws out. Like he's winning games, so I have to respect that. I'll give your word on James S. I do think he does make the playoffs with the start that he's at right now.
I probably agree.
I think he comes in at 6th. I think I'm 2nd. Taylor's 1st. I like Buxton making playoffs a lot. I like Tay making playoffs a lot. So let me get my frame of reference. I get a bye, Taylor get a bye, Taylor gets the 1, I get the 2. I think James S with the 6. I think Buxton with the 5. Blue 3, Tay 4.
Okay.
I think Chris just barely misses it, but I like the way he's going right now. I think he'll fight James S for the playoff spot. But I think because James S has the much better start and the better differential, I think James S
that totally makes sense. I can see it. I think Chris will push. I'm gonna pick him to make it because Chris is my boy.
That's completely fair. I get it.
I'm gonna say you take the 1 seed. I think.
Oh, stop.
Especially if you beat Tay this week, I'll feel very confident about it.
I'll feel confident myself, but again, I have to play the tougher half.
Yeah, I think you got the first 2 right though. I think it'll be you and Taylor. I think that makes sense. Buxton for sure. I think he'll push Taylor, but he lost to him, so it's going to be real tough because he has no tiebreaker and he's a game back. Although there's a lot of season left, so who knows? I'm actually going to pick Blue to drop out of playoffs. I think he won a lot of really close games, and I don't think he really should have. Maybe the dynasty carries him there, but I'm just not a huge believer in him right now, but I definitely could be wrong on that. I think the only 3 I'm very confident. I guess 4, I'm going to say Guns will make it, unfortunately, just because of how good his start was.
It's
so that's
start,
4.
Yeah.
I think Chris makes it in, and then I'm going to say Tay is the 6th seed. And, it's a pretty entertaining D2. I got to be honest. I mean, like, I know the bottom half isn't great, but, like, we're saying Noah's not going to be a playoff team, and he's pretty solid as a coach. So, who knows?
Noah's in the fight for...
Like, these 8 coaches here are pretty solid. Actually, these 7 coaches here are pretty solid, and I could see any of them winning a championship.
doesn't highlight James S.
No, fuck that. No. I wish it could be these 7 as like playoff teams, and there's only 1 bye. That'd be fun. Yeah, that's all I got. Harris, what are you thinking?
Okay, so in terms of like play alone, I'd say that Brady and Taylor probably stuck out to me the most in terms of play. Then just like, okay, they play some games pretty well, so they're probably like the seeds that I predict to be top 2 because James Guns, I have literally played at all. I feel like most of his wins have been people throwing instead of him playing well.
Or being extremely lucky.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about the Taylor game, but yeah. I think Brady and Taylor are probably going to be the top 2 seeds. I think they've both been playing fairly well, and I think they can keep it up. You know, if Brady doesn't make playoffs, if what I'm going to him in the end. But you know,
oh my god,
we're not going to talk about that.
Just remember, Brady. If you're the 1 seed, then you have the automatic bid to D1 no matter what happens. So you're coming up with the big boys then.
No,
Taylor, he's been doing fine. He's been bringing heat. He's got some sets that are cool, some that are like a little weird, but they've worked for him. So
he's making it work. That's why I think he'll take it.
You know, as much as Mystery wants James Guns to not make playoffs, I find it really, really difficult for him to not make playoffs.
Look, so I have a friend that did a research paper on Pokemon Draft League, and they like took data from tons of different tons of different leagues. And the odds of you in an 11-week season starting 5-0 and missing playoffs is less than 2%, I believe. It is extremely unlikely.
You have to get 6-0 like so many times and like lose so many games for this to possibly happen. So I think it's impossible that James Gunn doesn't play playoffs, especially with like the bottom seeds.
Bro, what you're forgetting is mystery factor. All these people are going to be so prepared for him. They have no idea. They're gonna hate playing Pokemon after they're done playing them.
You also forgot the James Gunn's factor. You know, he's got
that is
luck.
true. I don't have the luck he does. That is extremely fair.
And then as far as like the other seeds, I would say Blue. I guess Blue should make playoffs because he's got a pretty good start to it. Looking at some of his future weeks, you know, his Dracovish is gonna have, you know, the singular button. But,
Yeah.
I'd say Blue makes playoffs. Tay has been playing like pretty well, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty confident he's gonna make playoffs. So I'm gonna say Tay's gonna make playoffs. And for the last spot, I don't fucking know, honestly. Like, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Buxton because you know I like Buxton making playoffs. You know, Buxton, you know, he's a really nice guy. He's got some cool plays. He's got a new team with Torrentee. You know, I think he has the potential.
I think Buxton is extremely high ceiling. I think his floor is low, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'd say like out of all these, Buxton is like maybe like, the least likely chance of those 6 to not make playoffs. And if he doesn't, I'd say like maybe I guess like Noah or yeah, just Noah. Like
I don't think Chris is gonna make it.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
It's okay. I understand. Look, I'm just saying, bro. Let's look at this schedule real quick. All right, he's got Steph next. He can win that. He's got Hero, and he plays Noah as well. So like, he's got 4 games that I think he can win these 4. Like absolutely. And he controls, and he plays Buxton. Like these are 5 games right here that I really think he can win, and 7-4 will absolutely get him in. Okay, well, because I just think you're better as a battler, but it's close.
Thank you, bud. Thank you.
I'm sorry. If he keeps playing his Altaria like dog water, like I'm
Bro, leave the Atari alone. Right?
I'm sorry. It's just how it is. But you know, Chris, prove me wrong. But you know, you can make playoffs. I believe you can. Like if you,
what I struggle to get past is that he should be 4-1. His only loss should be to Taylor. And like Taylor, like we keep saying, you know, we all think he's going to be a top 2 seed. Like that's not a bad loss to have. Like he should have absolutely, like without luck, Guns gets blasted in this game. He gets fucking his ass handed to him. Blue literally got every single defense race with Diamond Storm. If he didn't get all 3 of them, he wins with Passimian 3 different times. And then he won his last 2, and he beat Tay, who we consider to be like a top-ish tier coach in D2. Like not top tier. I think he's like the second tier of coaches. But a guy that I wouldn't be surprised if he wins it all. So I don't know.
He's better than that.
And he plays a lot of the lower seeds. Like this is 3 straight weeks I think he should win. He plays Steph. I think he will win that. And then he controls his destiny with Buxton. Like if he can just get out of this, I think he's got a shot. I really do.
Listen, you've laid out the evidence. I can see him making playoffs. I'm just not a believer. Like I said,
that's okay.
Prove me wrong. He can prove me wrong.
And he's got this young boy down here, all right? You see this little cute little blue rabbit mouse. My name's coming to a game, all right? He's coming. Just don't worry. Yeah, I'm not saying anything, but you know. Anyway, we can do just quick ones for VGC.
VGC, I guess.
I'm gonna take Ant, Jake, Monster, Tristan, Slink, and Scott. That'll be my 6. Brady, how about you go?
Yeah, sure. I'll take Ant 1, Jake 2, Monster 3, Skylar 4, Tristan 5, Slink 6. I really think it goes chalk. I don't know VGC. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I understand. Harris, what you got? No Harris?
Harris? Hello? Hello?
Oh.
Did we lose him?
Well, I guess Harris died. I guess while we're waiting for him, we also could do like a mid-season MVP as well. We're just getting everything out right now.
Harris.
Oh, Is my internet dying? Well, I'm sorry for everyone listening to the pod right now because internet is currently taking a dump. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Based Mystery, and make sure you sub to me on YouTube. Link will be in the description below. Brady, are you back? Nope. So I think.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Hello. So,
I'm back.
while we're waiting for Harris, MVP prediction, D1.
MVP prediction. Oh, look at this. D1. Let me check. Stats. Okay. Wow, not a lot of kills for the MVP. At the moment.
I mean this is usually how D1 goes. It's a lot more spread out because
Really?
there's less sweeps, so it's like
Okay.
yeah.
I guess the Coco. I'm a little biased, but it looks like Coco's like 9-2 right now at the moment.
The thing is, it got 2 extremely lucky games. It should be like 2-4, but you know it
That's
happens.
fair.
I'll say I want to take Will's low punny. I'm not a huge believer in Will, but like
I was thinking that.
that's a pretty fair one because he's doing really well with it so far. So that'd probably be my pick. But maybe Theo Serb just keeps lucking his way as well. I hate that the top 2 is just the lucky boys. They're really just chilling. Harris, are you back yet?
Hello.
Oh, he's just gone. All right, I think we're just gonna end it there. I mean, I guess we could do our D2 ones real quick.
Do the D2 one.
This Diancie, bro, it's putting in the finest, but I'm gonna say Mega Mawile, coached by the Seattle Swampers, goes 18-3 and wins the MVP as the number 1 seed. And Brady, after all the takes of saying Mega Mawile's bad, he's gonna have to eat his words.
Yeah, I died once the rest of the season.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Mega Mawile is that guy. Like he really is. So if you're not gonna pick yourself though, are you just gonna pick the Diancie?
Either that or the Zard X, to be completely honest.
Oh, fuck
I'm still
outta
tossing.
here.
I mean, if Blue keeps playing with Mega Diancie the way he's playing, then I think it gets like 20 plus kills. So I'm leaning slightly towards Diancie Mega. I do think it gets it, but it just edges out Charizard Mega X for the second spot. I do think I place and I get third. I think I will get like maybe 15. I feel like I can get 15. I think a modest 15.
I mean 6 kills for 6 remaining games makes sense. I think you could do more than that even. I think 15 should be like what you aim for, and then like 20 would be really cool. So yeah,
20 would be icing for.
Harris, unless you're here, I think we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
No? All right. Yeah, I think we're just gonna end it there. Harris, I know you probably can't hear me right now, but thank you so much for joining us, especially on last second notice. You were a great guest. Good analysis as always. And Brady, thank you for coming back.
Yeah, my pleasure. Happy to be back.
But yeah, make sure you guys check out the merch. Like I said, it's going to be in the description below. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Base Mystery. Make sure you sub to me on YouTube as well. Also in the linked in the description below. And I think we're gonna talk to you later. Have a good one, and peace out. Bye.